Hello, YouTube. This is Lost Wild with my review of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Banlist. Remember, I said TCG, not OCG, because there are going to be a lot of differences. Again, the reason why I guess they're doing it differently is because Japan has two sets ahead of us. So basically, they made two separate ones. One for two sets behind and Japan basically. So a lot of cards got differently banned in the U.S. and Japan. Well, I'm just gonna tell you ones that are actually coincide with us first, so we'll be less problematic. I wrote a list down right here, so I'm just gonna look at it quickly. First of all, foremost, the four elemental baby dragons got banned. Of course, we all know why they get banned. They're quickly, easily to special summon, the dragon that you need from your deck. I mean, from your hand deck. So I guess that why again it got banned. We all know why, and they need to be neutered in some sense because a lot of people were using E dragons, and it's just it was out of control because that's another thing that we want to point out is that the elemental dragons were done as rare. They were easier to get than the regular ones. Sorry for the siren, but I can't control the outside noises. Next one, Spellbook of Judgment. Again, Spellbook got banned because, again, it's just too many combos with Spellbooks with the Prophecy deck. Again, it needed to be taken out. Super Rejuvenation for the Dragons got banned as well. Again, it's an old card. Not many people would know they have it. It came out in Legacy of Darkness. It was an old set, really. So instead of trying to take out the dragons themselves, they took out some of the support. So again, that's got banned. Now restricted to two per deck is Fire Formation Tinky. The Fire Fist deck needed to be controlled a little bit. Again, they want to even out the playing field, and Fire Fist was one of the top tier decks. Next we're going to the Unlimited. Tsukuyomi, you're allowed to have three. Again, she has lost power. She just puts the card face down, and her attack is just I think about 1200. Most monsters are above 1500, so it doesn't do anything. Emergency Call has been beefed up to three. That's actually an amazing thing, but I'm gonna explain to you why it's not gonna be that amazing. When we get to the U.S. ban list, Pot of Duality, Pot of Duality has no real combo effectiveness because this is good for you to start off or to stall with, but it's not good so you could special summoning monsters because you're restricted to special summoning. You can't special summon. So yeah, no Pot of Duality has restricted you already enough as it is, so I guess that's why it's banned. I mean unrestricted. I'm sorry. Scapegoats again. I think two things why scapegoats now up to three. One, they can be used for synchro summoning because Extreme Monster you cannot use tokens, even though in the anime they use tokens. But in the actual card game you cannot use tokens. So they want to use tokens more effectively. And since the new Joey deck will have the scapegoat tokens, nice way to promote those. Okay, after that's done, that's the ones that actually are connected to the OCG. But now we're going to the TCG. There's going to be a lot of changes compared to the Japanese one. First and foremost, while I was talking about the emergency call, that's been now unlimited. The downside, no more Elemental Hero Stratos, no more Kickstarter, no more combos with Elemental Stratos, because it just made fusion of the Elemental Heroes so easy. So I guess that's why it got banned. Next card that got banned, besides those dragons, um, Shockmaster, number 16, Shockmaster. Um, I don't understand why it got banned. It takes three monsters to exceed summon it, but again, it's a lot doable than number 11, because number 11 you have to have its own deck. But for number 16 Shockmaster, you can put it on almost any deck and it will be beneficial. So I guess that's why it's restricted to one. Again, it has its moments, doesn't have its moments. I tried using it many times. There's times I failed with it because I tried to negate one monster, but he had a trap, but he had magic. So it just didn't work out the way I planned it. So again, I guess they did it because it was a huge negation. They want to stop as much negation as possible in the game, and he had a very simple negation. So I guess he's banned. He's banned for that reason. I mean, restricted to one. I'm sorry, restricted to one. Wait a minute. He's banned. I'm sorry. He's banned. I'm sorry. He got banned. So again, they want to stop all these random negations. I deeply apologize for that. Um, Card destruction is an old card that is banned. Again, it's a little bit one-sided. If you have a deck like Mermails or what's the name, the Dark Arm Dragon deck, it has potential, and I think that's why they had to stop it. They want to make sure it's more controlled, and I guess that's why they read. One card that really got hit that kind of affected me, but not as much as I would expected. Gateway of the Six is now banned. Yeah, that kind of ruined a lot of Six Samurai decks. I don't think it ruined it that much. You can still do a lot of combos. It's just you don't have that free special summoning for special summoning more monsters. No more benefits from special summoning too much. That's why they limited to it. Next, Heavy Storm got banned. Heavy Storm people. Again, they want no more mass destruction traps. They want to try to do more bluffs. People used to play a lot of face down cards. People, oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna play this because I don't know what he has behind those cards. They don't want mass destructions, basically, for the magics because they want people to hesitate a little. They don't want just total control. Monster Reborn got banned again. Synchros were the cause of this because a lot of synchro monsters you could special summon them from the graveyard, and basically you have to use them again, and that's why it got brought back. And what else I could say? It just got banned. Synchros came back. We had to find a way to control them a little bit. Pot of Avarice got banned. A lot of people saw this coming because it was just too out of control. A lot of people were refilling their graveyards, their decks, and it just started up more combos and more combos for like the searchers and stuff like that. So I guess that one had to be taken care of. Spellbook, I already told you, Spellbook Joven, Super Rejuvenation has been banned. Traps, this one's gonna be hurting a lot of people. Solemn Judgment has been banned. Yes, the one card that negates anything by just paying happy life points, gone. Again, they want to try people play their cards. They don't want to just be negated constantly. So I guess this is one thing they did to have people play their cards instead of getting banned, getting negated constantly. So again, now they're going to be using certain cards that will stop certain cards, not just one type of card. Well, every type of card. So again, that's what's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna see a lot of, hopefully, I'm not saying hopefully, but I'm just saying people are gonna start using trap jammers or magic jammer, some cards like that. But again, it just had to be done. Ultimate Offering also got banned as well. Again, too much special summoning is a bad thing. They want to have control on the special summoning. So 500 payment just a special summon monster from your hand was was a hair off my back. So I guess that's why it got banned as well. Now we're going to the semi-limited. I'm sorry, not semi-limited. sorry, Mermaids and Atlanteans and water decks got hit badly by Atlantean Dragoon limited to one. Yeah, the Dragoons, they needed to be taken care of. The water decks are still a pain in the butt. The Abyss deck, Abyss Megalo, all these cards are it's just too much. The water deck has gotten so much power in the last year that it needed to be controlled. And one of the things they did is just restrict Atlantean Dragon to one. Also, another card that water decks use constantly are Deep Sea Diva as well that got banned. I mean, it just did one. Why am I so? I'm so happy saying the word banned. Well, anyway, Deep Sea Diva again, too much special summoning because when you lead into her, you bring out a monster from your deck, then you get to special summon a monster from your fusion. I mean, your extra deck or exceed monster. I mean, synchro or exceed. So she's a tuner. So they want to make it a little bit harder for you to synchro summon. And again, that card was one of the easiest cards to use for synchro summoning. Speaking about synchro summoning, Brother the Fire Fist got restricted to one as well. Again, this is what we're talking about synchro summoning again. Any card that gives you an extra monster to use for the synchro summoning, is just not a good idea to have. They want to, they want to at least have some full control. Um, Rescue Rabbits. Oh, sorry. Before I say rescue, well, I'm going to say Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit got restricted to one. Dino Rabbits, they want to kill it off. It's been out of control. The rabbits, they're a beast to reckon with. You know, and they have to find some way to control it. And that's why they did it because of Dino Rabbit, Wind Rabbit deck. It's just too much already. Um, I'll skip this one. Genix Ally Birdman. Too much combos with tuning and exceeding that it had to be restricted to one. A lot of people were abusing it. So yeah, they had to restrict. They restricted a lot of tuners in this set in this ban list. From the King Rios restricted to one. Again, they want plays to go through. A lot of people couldn't search their decks because, hey, I have Thunder King Ryo. You can't search for crap. Only drop. That's it. Drop. But, when people say, oh, I can search for this, no, you can't. I want to search for this, no, you can't. So, again, that one got restricted to one. A Vishki Mind August got restricted to one. Yes. The Gishki decks have become very powerful in this, not this in these couple of months, but like early on this year, they were really a set to be reckoned with. So again, they had to neuter it somehow. So I guess restricting to one of their main ritual monsters was actually a good thing. Um, Delorean, the Tiger King of the Ice Barrier, most of these Ice Barrier monsters are just too broken. So I guess this one they had to limit it to one, and they're gonna leave him as one because he's the last one of the good synchro monsters from the ice barriers. There's like there's like four of them, I guess. No, Brionic, Trishula, I forgot this other one, and DeLorean. It they need to have at least one ice barrier synchro monster. And like I said, Trishula did not get banned in the U.S. That's the one thing I forgot to say. Trishula did not get banned. It's still banned, but but they're restricting DeLorean because again, these ice barrier monsters are a deal to be monster to be reckoned with. Constellar, um, sorry if I mispronounced it. Ptolemy M7. I'm not familiar with a lot of Constellar decks. Not many people play Constellars, but again, this Constellar has been restricted to one. Again, it is has to do with a lot of combos for exceeding, and there's a lot of cards that have good effects, but I think this one I never faced one myself. I haven't even seen anyone have it in my shop to use it. They use mostly E Dragons, Six Samurai. They don't use this one, so I guess that's the reason why. There's some good about it. I need to do more research on it. I might do another video on research why certain cards got banned. But I've already stated most of them anyway. Next up, Dimensional Fissure got restricted to one. No more out of play stuff. I think that's what Konami wants to promote. No more out of play mechanics. Everything has to be from the grave, from the hand, from the deck, but not from that's removed from play. They want to state that it's removed from play. It is removed from play. I don't want it to come back. Um, Gold Sarcophagus, the Ultimate Search card, has been limited to one. Yes. Again, Ultimate Search card. You could combo with other cards to reclaim it back into your deck easily. I mean, into your graveyard easily, or to get it back onto the field. So, again, this had to be restricted, and also I think it affected the Elemental Dragons as well. So, that's another card that got restricted to one. Next up, Royal Tribute. I've never seen this card actually being used, but I heard it has a lot of combos. Actually benefits the E Dragons very well. So again, that's restricted to one. The traps, one thing I want to talk about, they got hit very well. To be mindful. Bottomless trap hole has been restricted to one. Again, they don't want the monster to go into the graveyard, make it easy, but it was about one side because you could knock out that most annoying monster the opponent has and just send it out to the graveyard. You know, send it out of play. I'm sorry. So I guess that one got restricted to one because and they want the monsters to also attack. They don't want to just stop it before it even comes into the field. Compulsory evacuation device, same story, and it kind of really messed up. Having three of those messed up exceeding and synchroing because it got rid of them very easily. Just got rid of them very easily. But they restricted that to one per deck. Eradicator epidemic virus. Since a lot of people are using high attack monsters now, they want to again stop negation, stop people from using monsters that magic or traps that just like, oh no, get it out of the field. I don't want it here. I don't want them here. That was restricted to one. Macrocosmos got restricted to one as well. Again, no more out of play stuff. We want them back on the field or in the graveyard. We don't want this out of the field mechanic. We want more chance to survive. Soul Drain. Have not. A lot of people are getting this card. Now it's restricted to one. I have never used it. I've used Skill Drain because I have a Skill Drain deck, but I never used Soul Drain before. I have to make a research on it. Hopefully, make a good research evaluation on it. Like again, this stuff. There's some cards I have not seen in my tournament plays, so hopefully, there might be some usefulness later. Why it got banned? I'm sorry. Torrential Tribute restricted to one. Again, they want the monsters to battle. When you do Torrential Tribute and you start your special summoning, you destroy the field. So basically, they want the cards to exist on the field for a while. So that's why they did it. They don't want to stop it on its tracks. They at least wanted to hit the wall, basically. Okay, next we're going to the semi-limited. Zombie fans, you are to rejoice. Two of your cards have now been semi-limited, and they were limited before. Mizuki and Plague Spreader Zombie are now restricted to two. So looks like you're gonna have fun with a new zombie mechanic that's in Shadow Spectre with the vampires. So again, they're promoting that. Next, TG Striker. TG decks were really hit badly last Banlist. So I guess was trying to make up for it. So now there's semi limiting TG Striker. TG Striker was a very good tuner monster for TG deck. So it really didn't affect them that didn't affect the gameplay that much. Only if you're using a TG deck. So again, this card had to come back. Well, they restricted it to just two. Fire Formation Techie, I already talked about it. Dimensional Prison is now two. It's a one for one card, and it just removed one card out of play. So basically, that's why they kept it to just two. Instead of having three, just limit to one is overkill because you know what? There's some cards you just want to get rid of, and again, instead of doing mass, it's just a single target. So that's why it's coming. I mean, it's restricted to two, and at least the opponent has to attack. Okay, now we're going to the cards that are no longer banned, semi-limited, or limited. Okay. Well, none of them got unbanned, so none of them has that. Oh, go back to one per deck. But the cards that are no longer limited. Destiny Hero Malicious. Again, they want Malicious deck. The hero decks, I think they benefit out of him, and Fiend decks benefited them as well. So I guess they brought it back. Um, the Agent of Mystery Earth, basically another agent card that needed some. They needed more support. The agents, they barely had any, so just give it to them. A Hero Lives. Again, Stratos is gone, so they have to feed in the E-Hero decks. Black Whirlwind is now three. Again, the Black Wings were the breed that worked together, and they worked well to synchro summon. So I guess that's why they want to promote them again because they were the set that were easy to synchro summon. And since they only affect Black Wings, they don't affect a wider range of monsters. Just give it to them. Why not? Just give it to them. Herexia Convocation. I have not seen this card used in my tournament plays. I cannot make a solid evaluation on it, but it was originally semi-limited. Now you have three. I guess it has no need for it. So going out of that. So basically that's it. I already told you a lot of the cards that coincide with the Japanese Banlist, the OCG. But regardless, it's just a lot of changes. Again, I'm thinking that they are going to a slimmer ban list time for cards and restrictions because we are two sets behind technically. We're never on the same time as the OCG, and they sometimes get promo cards that we don't even get. So they have to control it somehow. So I believe this way, and please, I think it's also because of the holiday season. They're trying to promote a lot of their cards that are coming out in the next couple of months. We have the Shadow Spectre set coming out. We have the the World of Joey deck, the set. We also have the tins that are coming out with the Elemental Dragon. Instead of banning or restricting one of each dragon, no, just take care of the babies. Leave the big ones alone. So basically, yeah, that's it. Post your thoughts on it. If you agree what Konami is doing in the U.S., that you are restricted of what cards you can use, different from Japan. If you like it, dislike it. I believe it really did affect the E Dragons really well because there were two top tier. There were about 100 over 100% compatible with that were just decimating the tournaments. So at least they neutered them to the point that they have to have their own. Each dragon has to have their own deck, or find a way around it. But you cannot use those little dragons anymore. So anyway, post your thoughts. Um, I'll be making more videos soon. I'll be doing more geek stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, anything I could think of. So just post your comments. Thanks. See you again next time.